Alright. What? Alright, I'm just making it right now. Alright, 4 minutes, all pro, 20 seconds. Alright, me? I was like, watch it. Did you see what I did to Max with the Vikings against Patriots? Oh, just wait till I do. Oh, dude. Dude, I clapped him 35-7. Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Oh, my fat Ethan. Are you in the exit out to? Are you in like online hub? Yeah, exit, click back, and go to like where you can choose like different things. Yeah. All right, now it'll work. Going big. All right, sent it. Oh, dude, yeah, I added a song. It's called Effort. Have you? I know. Going big. All right, let's see what I got. I'm gonna be all white. All right. Actually, Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, why would you do that? You're kind of trash. Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing purple. I mean, I'll do white if you want to do black. Ooh. Yeah. I'm gonna do my color rush. What? Oh yeah. I'm doing my fat color rush. Do we have yellow and purple on the frickin' shoes? Alright. Alright, there we go. Yeah, you actually do. You gotta like sweat your butt off. How you doing, Fortnite? You land salty and you gotta freaking get that pump and you gotta go off. Oh yeah. I know, but you're about to. I know. Cause I was using the Giants. The Cowboys have a oh my gosh, I love. That's what he said. That was a effed up kick. Alright, come on. Don't worry. I got my plays down. I know my plays now for the Vikings. I know which defense to use. I know what to do for. I know what defense, like what they do, like man coverage, zone coverage. I know what to use. Alright, you got that. You got Howard or something. You're lucky I didn't switch and get that. I think. It's Zach Ertz or Jason Goddard. Oh! Max, I'm just letting you know. Oh, we're in a party, dude. He can't hear us. You want to leave it? Like, pause it when we get a chance? All right.
On play action, Wentz.
There we go. That's perfect time to pause it. All right.
The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Danielle Hunter. A loss of 9 on the sack. 3 and out.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive. As they take over 1st and 10.
Jahan, 180! 47! Rip right, rip right! Check! Hey, Steamer! Switch! 300!
Cousins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
25! Check 25! Check 25! Switch it!
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Watch the slant!
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Out! Rhino!
3rd and long for Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Check! Kill. Check your hot read.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. shift. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air again, it's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm about to take you to school. Hey, Steamer, back.
Cousins again. It's complete. Abdullah. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Where's the mic? It's a party now. It's a party now. Check safety, check safety.
Again, it's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That's caught by Jackson. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Wentz now to throw. Aguilar has it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 50 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yellow. Check. 53's mine.
To throw is Cousins.
Hey, here we go.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Check 50.
Play fake. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit us first. Now this from 43. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Eagles take over first.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey,
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Cousins now. His throw incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
They're still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill, kill, kill. Jam him, jam him, jam, jam. Hatch.
They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Aguilar. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You don't want it? You don't want none of it. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
On the give, running right is Howard. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From the 24, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz going to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Check 13. Check 13.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
The Eagles take over.
Come on, fellas.
At the 12-yard line.
Sunday! I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming!
On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here, a one-point game as we begin the fourth. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down. Here's Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
To throw, Cousins.
4 down.
And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
3 down. Check someone West. Twist. Tighten up.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Hey, check 24. Lucky 48.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen with 9 seconds remaining as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Shift! Safe!
Quaker Omaha! Hey, yo!
Back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And no doubt they had to go for two to tie the game. Now they need a miracle on the onside kick.
They gave it their best shot. Can they pull it off here and maybe get one of those onside kicks that bounces perfectly, and they can grab it and run it all the way to the other end zone? That's what they're down to at this point.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
54 Mike.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Nashville. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Mike's 5-4. Check, 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 check. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
From the gun, here's Newton. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
55, 65, 65, 65.
Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Bandit. Bandit.
To throw is Tannehill. Going deep for Walker. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
Play to win.
A big play that time for the Titans. 66 yards.
Delaney Walker. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Mike's 54. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Run you over. Ship. Hey.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 27-yard line.
55.
Now it's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Crunch. Run.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Let's go.
And the Panther first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Here we go. 180. 55. Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Right there. 180. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Check 4. Check 43.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Back to throw, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Newton to throw.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
For Christian McCaffrey, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Newton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for DJ Moore. He was followed by Kevin Myers.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Afternoon, and the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Mike's by 4. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
On second and 12, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check. Lucky.
From the 40 now on second down, Tannehill, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
10 logo. 61. Matchbox light.
That's good for the Titans.
Tannehill on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We got this.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Henry. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's a nice. Just open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now Tannehill. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back now in Nashville. It's They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
I'm coming.
Tannehill now to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another? And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
184. Mike 54. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Kill, 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 kill. Check 9. Check.
And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
You got tight.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He's checking crab. Shift.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they take over the...
30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles.